The major claim, or thesis statement. An exercise. To identify if a claim is objective, observation, or subjective, argument, ask yourself the simple question: can someone logically disagree with a thesis statement? Or would disagreeing with the thesis statement go against the basic reality of the text? Look at the unrevised thesis statements below. Do they state anything that another reader could not get by simply reading the story? 1. Blood Burning Moon illustrates the hostile racial realities of America. 2. Toomer details this romantic tension that leads to a violent lynching at the story's climax. 3. Toomer illustrates how Bob's racism leads to a violent murder. One cannot create a counter-argument to any of the thesis statements above without contradicting the text. Therefore, they are merely observations. Now, I do want to stress, more important than a thesis statement score is a score regarding a student's ability to create or begin to create an independent subjective claim that goes beyond a rudimentary reading of the text. Many students had weak thesis statements, but most had strong underlying arguments. It's my job, as your English instructor, to help you bring those claims out. Thesis statements, like the one below, constitute lead-in statements. They are going in the right direction and provide momentum and context for the thesis, but they are not arguable claims in themselves. The authors in question should keep the following sentence in their introductions, but clarify their opinions even further with an additional subjective claim. Remember, a thesis statement should be author-oriented, active voice, and a subjective claim. Unrevised thesis. Toomer argues how Tom and the black community are completely powerless in the face of mob justice. Revision. Toomer illustrates Tom and the black community's powerlessness in the face of mob justice, leading to a revised thesis statement. Therefore, Toomer illustrates the strength of violent white supremacy to argue that larger institutions of power, rather than black individuals and communities alone, must protect the basic rights of minority citizens. Unrevised thesis statement. While Bob does love Louisa, he is equally ashamed of the relationship since he's white. Revision. Bob does love Louisa, but he holds equal shame about dating a person of color. Bob's dedication to his white supremacist belief inflates his self-image, but hinders his ability to develop a serious relationship with Louisa, leading to a revised thesis. While Toomer argues that white supremacy violently and detrimentally impacts people of color, he further claims that it also limits the autonomy of even privileged whites, like Bob Stone.